Flying Talkers broadcast brought to you today by ATC. Always take care. One World, one great GSSA. There are several good reasons why Sichuan Cargo of China, in partnership with ATC Aviation GSSA based in Frankfurt, Germany, are making air cargo connections work. It's all about teamwork and going face to face. Both the airline and GSSA service provider are working to expand understandings and shared objectives, leaving no stone unturned in a dual effort aimed at making sure each and every issue is understood and handled. It begins at the top. When you ship Sichuan Cargo, say hello to some smiles all around from the Sichuan Airlines and the ATC first-rate customer team at work in Chengdu, China. Whenever you ship Sichuan, expect quality conversations, stronger connections, and everyone dedicated to delivering results-based benefits for Sichuan Cargo business partners. Right now, these people, with service delivery and customer care, are driving no small amount of excitement all around in the marketplace in 2025 and for what's ahead in 2026. Can't wait until tomorrow, as together business looks better every day, is the excitement and the vision of Sichuan Cargo and their trusted general sales and services partner ATC. Now today's Flying Talkers podcast. Welcome. We are glad that you are with us. The riddle. Sometimes I get lost in riddles and puns, and I find myself playing with words. Perhaps this is due to aging and having more time on my hands than I was used to in my younger days. So I was looking at Toyota and their upcoming event and found myself playing with this one. If it hasn't got it there, it hasn't got it anywhere. Remember the refrain of New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere? Well, that is the concept, and I shall now explain why this bon mot came to my mind. Currently, the International Air Cargo Association, TIACA, is counting down to the premiere of an annual gathering for its former every other year Air Cargo Forum, ACF. This is sign of strength, considering they are actually doubling their efforts. TIACA Air Cargo Forum will meet at Miami Convention Center every other year from now on, and then with another premiere elsewhere in the world on odd years, when Miami will have a break. For this year of 2025, on November 4th to 6th, ACF debuts in the United Arab Emirates. But guess what? This time the event is not in the globally celebrated Dubai, but rather just a short distance down the road at the Cultural and Business Center and capital of the UAE, the beautiful city of Abu Dhabi. TIACA has gathered a roster of interesting sessions, with big names in logistics to bring the air cargo story home, as all of us continue hopeful to benefit from their immense experience. So now, as we get back to business after the long hot summer, there are also a plethora of trade shows at hand, and we even gave you some guidance on this in one of our previous articles. Does this mean that Miami will have no other choice to rely on social media and messages to remain abreast of what is going on? Never, you can forget it. In Florida, USA Transport Logistic Messe München, Germany, having acquired Air Cargo Americas, an old line every other year standby in Miami, will be holding court in the Miami Convention Center this year, 2025. November 11-13, or just 1 week after TIACA closes its UAE show if you want to look at it from a competition point of view. I cannot recall two air cargo-centric events being held this close. I would be delighted if this meant that air cargo is exploding. The economy is accelerating and trade is flourishing as never before. But in this century, now 25 years along, social media and changing habits and robots and startling new norms notwithstanding, We are certainly a long way, baby, from that once-upon-a-time excitement-driven, slightly delirious atmosphere of air gatherings at air cargo events held in faraway places with strange-sounding names that were producing reveries of exciting business encounters. At times even exciting encounters even outside of business. Well, today, when it comes to trade shows, reality to many attendees is, if it Tuesday, we must be in Belgium. The takeaway as reporters, it's all great because the more shows, the more stories about air cargo and the people networking and getting to know you and everybody has always been the major takeaway for us. Remembering the sessions in enough detail there and then that might drive change or imagination seems to be the takeaway post-show. Whilst recalling a couple of days and conclusions, including who won what award for what reason and making sure that all that was not washed away by too many drinks. Is that all? One benefit of face-to-face encounters with our business partners is sharing the great spirit of discovery that lies in networking and exploring possibilities. I really get no thrill from WhatsApp messages. I want a face who actually speaks if I can choose. Embrace changes. Looking over the roster of speakers at Abu Dhabi, we note that Wilson Kwang of Hactl is featured during the Tayaka Air Cargo Forum. Wilson impressed us just a few months ago when, as Tayaka held its general meeting in Hong Kong, Hactl hosted the industry at a grand air cargo event, and this most interesting airport executive closed his remarks letting it all hang out. Standing on stage during his closing presentation remarks alongside Tayaka's great Glyn Hughes, Wilson, in a sudden burst of inspiration and human spirit, entreated the assemblage, in addition to all the high-tech stuff, to make room to love each other a little bit. As the industry moves ahead, we should never forget above all that air cargo impacts all our lives. Let's try something different for a change. Handshake and air kiss are so yesterday. The new air cargo inclusivity is the hug. Wilson Kwang insisted as he hugged Glyn Hughes. If you want to see how far we have traveled, you may just think that the same gesture 5 years ago, in the middle of the pandemic, would have triggered a jerking reaction to escape from a dangerous embrace. Kudos to Wilson for his earnest human approach in our work that may consider quite technical. Got us to thinking about what other ideas for the workplace might this Renaissance man have up his sleeve? A look at Wilson's LinkedIn did not disappoint. Hactl, it turns out, completed a 100 Days Fitness Challenge campaign from May to July 2025. It kicked off with a lunch and learn healthy diet talk led by registered nutritionists. Around 100 Hactl staff attended the session, where they learned practical strategies to improve their diet. All participants were also provided with a nutritional lunchbox. Pretty cool, we think, and lunch as an incentive always works. Hactl also organized a series of fitness workshops focused on fitness training, high-intensity interval training, and resistance bands training, led by professional fitness trainers, demonstrated effective muscle building and fat loss techniques. Those sessions were designed to motivate both office-based and frontline staff of all ages to take advantage of Hactl's gym facilities, so as to improve body postures, enhance balance control, and alleviate chronic pain, all contributing to enhancement of overall health and well-being. In collaboration with Jardine Sports Association, an indoor slow jogging event was also held to encourage staff to exercise more in a relaxing way. Also, this was no one-shot deal. To encourage colleagues to gain new knowledge and develop a reading habit, Hactl maintains an employee library and continues to introduce new books to its ever-expanding collection that covers an equally expanding range of topics. Most recently, a series of new books focused on food and dining were added to its shelves. And a lunch talk themed Food for Thought has been held to encourage staff to explore all aspects of food culture. At Hactl, the stage is set for Now at the Airport Lives an accessible body composition scale to help staff track their fitness, progress and body changes. Using 3 key health indicators: body fat, basal metabolic rate and biological age. What's more, staff are encouraged to self-monitor and upload their fitness data. Food for thought indeed. Some of the interesting stories that have emerged from our collection for staff is how dining reflects personal lifestyle and how food ties into sustainability. Wilson Kwong said, "That last point, sustainability, will undoubtedly be high on Wilson Kwong's high-tech agenda in Abu Dhabi. As well as a brand new film Hactl just completed that is previewed here. https://www.youtube.com/watch V=XU7CIOY We like Wilson Kwong. He is a guy who brings out the best of all the bells and whistles of modern society. He is upbeat and hand-on, but has not forgotten that a human is made of several different facets that cannot be constrained into a small device. But he also has a welcome understanding of what makes the word go around. When he stands up in front of us and underscores by example the lovely human emotion of a simple appreciative hug, he also reminds everyone that in business, as in life, it's what's up front that counts. So let me go back to my riddle, to WhatsApp or not to WhatsApp? Is there a question? Here is another headline story. The great EMO Translogistics just met in Hamburg, Germany last week. No speed limit as EMO turns 60. It's back to work time all around the world as summer 2025 ends. Last week EMO Translogistics held its global network meeting in Hamburg, Germany. In addition to this dynamic global transportation resource getting down to business, there was also a pause in the day's occupation as EMO Trans GmbH celebrated 60 years of service. Established in 1965 in Stuttgart, Germany, EMO Trans has been on a path of continued expansion and success, seemingly for every minute of the past 6 decades. In 2025, EMO Trans, with its advances in hands-on personal and corporate service, is a global logistics leader of the 21st century. The company in 2025 is 100 EMO offices in 25 countries and 250+ network offices in 120 countries covering 6 continents. EMO Trans ensures delivering, as the company declares, "exceptional logistics services to customers large and small. We are a multinational privately owned company, deeply invested in understanding and internalizing the needs and goals of our customers. Our goal is to forge partnerships, ensuring that we are able to facilitate the most efficient, effective supply chain solutions possible. Global logistics is what we love doing. Some of our customers have been with us for decades. They have stayed because they recognize that beyond rate tariffs and automated processes, the relationships we build add value. You don't have to look very hard or far to understand why EMO Trans has reached its celebration of 60 years. While gaining a global reputation for first-class service up and down the line. It's the people. And it says so right on the company website. Success by performance is both a motto and a method. Constant investment and focus on customer needs has brought us to where we are today and will continue to carry us into the future. Teamwork is key. By trusting our employees and encouraging collaboration, we give them the tools and resources they need for success. Our people tend to stick around longer because of our positive culture. We appreciate the loyalty of our employees and believe in treating everyone with dignity and respect. We are fiscally responsible and believe that financial stability is the right of our customers and employees. Your cargo and their jobs will never be at risk due to bad financial planning or reckless decisions. EMO Transat 60, with deep thanks to all our business partners and team members, continues in 2025 as a family-owned business. Our promise as we grow is to continue to work hard, keeping the same family values and ethics that tell everyone that we never forget how important you are. With thanks to ATC and EMO Trans. And to you, dear listener. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time. Keep on looking up, keeping on, and shipping air cargo. And good night, Joe, wherever you are.